We had a big move yesterday, 124 points higher on the Nifty. The SGX Nifty is indicating that perhaps we'll continue with that move, at least for starters. 27 points in the green for the Nifty, SGX Nifty rather. Ashwini Gujral, Sudarshan Sukhani and Mitesh Thakkar with us. Good morning. Ashwini, how would you approach trade today if we open, say, above 11,000 as the SGX Nifty is indicating?
Well, good morning. Like yesterday was a gap down day, today is a gap up day. I would think at some point at 11,080, 11,100, very close to previous highs, you should try to take a short trade because everybody who wanted in is probably now in, and if you don't get follow through, there could be a bit of profit booking also which could come in. So had we been opening at 10,950, you would be buying. So today will be a bit of choppiness, a bit of rally, the residual rally that may continue, but nothing like yesterday. And given that you have now the last 100 points before you hit previous highs, I think the idea should be to kind of have both buy and sell bias, particularly on banks. 900 points in 2 days, 200 points of all-time high. So maybe early morning there could be some upside, but I would think there could be profit booking later on in the day.
Okay, so resistance at the usual levels. Good morning, Sudarshan. Are you also expecting resistance as we head towards 11,080 and likewise on Bank Nifty?
Yeah, good morning, Lata. Well, we had an excellent rally today and yesterday, I'm sorry. And today is the time to take profits off the table. You should be having long positions. If you've carried them, this is a very good time to exit. There is no buying opportunity for the day. I cannot actually say go and short this market because this market, we do not know how much more momentum it will exhibit today. But do not buy this market. We will have dips and the dips will be buying opportunities. Always we have dips. This is not a runaway market in any case. So take profits, wait patiently for a dip. I can't define it today. Today may not be a very good day to buy in any case. But wait and look for better opportunities. Mid-caps are the focus and focus there.
Okay, so mid-caps continue to be the focus. Mitesh, good morning. You've been telling us that yesterday your buy list was largely mid-caps. What about today? Is it a good day to buy, or do you think that you should just wait a bit?
Good morning. I think the mid-cap index outperformance will still continue. They were beaten down so much, they were extremely oversold. That rally which has happened in most of the stocks still showing, they are very far away from being overbought on the chart. So I think there will be some more upside traction. In that sense, I would continue with the buying ideas. The idea is that yes, the index might take a breather. You might want to wait for a dip to buy into the index or some of the large cap stocks. But on stock specific basis, especially from the mid cap segment, I would maintain a positive bias and look for more of buying opportunities, given the fact that a lot of stocks are still showing good promise on the upside.
Okay, let's discuss individual stocks in that case. Sudarshan, good morning. What's on your list?
Well, it's all buying list. That is not because of the Nifty. I've already explained that Nifty could be choppy, at least for me. But mid-caps are just roaring to go. So start with Bata. A 5-day decline in Bata is probably a bullish flag, more upside here. Bajaj Finance, which is now on the verge of a breakout. Then we have Cummins. Cummins has made an attractive basing pattern at the lows. It's already in a bear market. So that is the first sign that it is coming out of that bear market. It's worth buying into. Dr. Reddy's, again, a trading range which is on the verge of a breakout. And so many mid-caps are doing this. Now, this can fail. That's a different issue. But at least the mid-caps are giving a message that they are willing to go higher. And finally, Petronet, where a 4-month trading range is on the verge of breaking out. So I've been looking at stocks where the breakout could still come in. And these are all mid-caps.
You know something, Sudarshan? All three of you today have all buys, incidentally, though all of you have warned us about resistance from the Nifty at higher levels. Ashwini, your list?
Because Nifty is different from mid-caps. Anyway, Adani Enterprise is a buy with a stop of 138, target of 150. L&T Finance is a buy with a stop of 124, target of 136. Tata Steel is a buy with a stop of 515, target of 540. Canfin Home is a buy with a stop of 288, target of 310. And BEML is a buy with a stop of 900, target of 925.
All buys there, as you can see. Mitesh, what about you? Yesterday you had a lot of mid-caps on your list. Today it's a mix. You have some large caps, some mid-cap names.
That's right. I think, ITC, clearly the news flow is positive. The candlestick pattern was quite positive. The indicator setup is quite positive. So it comes on the buy list. A buy with a very tight stop at 279.9, 289.5, 290 should be a first target, though I suspect 295 could also happen here. Hero Motors, again, I think from the support areas of 2600 gave a very strong and a bullish candlestick pattern. That's a buy with a stop at 2767 for targets close to about 2865. I also have a buy on L&T Finance where the indicator setup is turned very positive. So keep a stop at 132.5, look for targets of 143. And Siemens is my final buy call. Buy with a stop at 1009 for targets of 1072.
Yeah, there's a lot of buy calls that we have this morning.
Lots of finance company buy calls.
Lots of finance companies.
Bajaj Finance, Canfin Homes. Yeah.
There's a lot of buying which is visible, obviously. But there's ITC also in Mitesh's list, and that, of course, was one of your stocks of the day yesterday in last half an hour. After Mangalam broke that story about that price hike, which was confirmed by the company itself. And even this morning there's a Morgan Stanley note which believes that this should lead to stock actually outperforming going ahead. Amnish Agarwal, Head of Research at Prabhudas Lilladhar, is with us. Amnish, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. The stock had corrected sharply after last quarter's numbers because of that cigarette EBIT performance. Do you think with this price hike, perhaps it could try to get back to those levels?
You see, if you look at ITC, there has been no change in the taxation from last couple of years, ever since July 2017. So the prices had not been increased. There was some price increase in a couple of brands, maybe a quarter back. And now this price increase has come after a long gap. Okay, now the price increase, they have started coming, say, roughly after a period of, say, 15 to 18 months, and they're reporting good volume growth. So there's a sufficient room for the market to absorb this. And I won't hazard a guess that what will happen in the near term, but if you look on a fundamental basis, the stock is relatively inexpensive in the sector. It's the cheapest stock in our coverage and continues to look good.
Okay. Well, it looks like a tactical move. All these months with the GST Council's meeting, ITC didn't want to tempt them by increasing prices and probably attracting an additional compensation cess. So just waiting for elections, and now, GST Councils won't take these decisions when probably it's a lame duck government. Maybe tactical. But Amnish, what is your price target? What are you expecting? Therefore, Anuj even referred to the cigarette margins getting affected. Where do you place the cigarette margins, the overall margins, and therefore your price target as well?
Your price target is 362. As far as cigarette
earnings and margins?
Yeah, you see, in terms of earnings, we are currently factoring in beyond FY19 around 13% PAT CAGR. As far as margins is concerned, you see, margins will be purely a function of, for a company as a whole, what other businesses also do. Because some of the other businesses are, as far as cigarettes is concerned, I think the margins should improve from here on, because the margins we have seen in the past couple of quarters was because you had not taken any price increase in the past couple of years. So the margins should also stabilize for them. And I think overall continues to look good.
In the quarter gone by, the cigarette EBIT was around 3,600 odd crores. In the next 2 quarters, very near future, what kind of an upside are you factoring in?
You see, at this point of time, I won't be able to give you what is the estimate for the quarter till the time we are towards the close of the quarter. But overall, I think things from here on should be better than what we have seen in the previous couple of quarters. Okay, so you see the risk-reward favourable from a valuation perspective as well? I think it's trading at around 25 times FY20. What would your own EPS estimates be? You see, our EPS estimates for FY19 are 10 rupees, going to 11.6 and 12.8. And so P multiple on FY20 is 24.5. And for next year, 22, if you compare to the entire coverage universe of ours or the large consumer names, I think most of the names would be trading upwards of 35-40 times.
Okay, so still...
So that's why I said in the beginning that it is trading at 35-40% discount to most of the names.
Okay, so perhaps a lot of valuation headroom as well. Thanks, Amnish, for joining us and giving us a synopsis of, the news flow as well as the fact that you're expecting further upsides in the stock. Let's take a short break. On the other side, we have some F&O trades coming up. Vinod Sharma of HDFC Securities will be with us. Also, SP Tulsian of sptulsian.com will join in with some long-term stock bets.